I've got more on the market coming up and also much more on Elon Musk, but I want to talk sharks. Senator John Thune joins us now. Senator, welcome to the show. I never thought that I would introduce the senator from the great state of South Dakota talking about sharks. I know it's not funny, so why are you holding a hearing on sharks?
Well, you know, our committee has a very broad jurisdiction, Stuart, which includes the oceans, and the National Marine Fisheries Service is the entity that manages ocean, or I should say shark populations within U.S. waters, and they're under our committee's jurisdiction. So occasionally we delve into subjects that are not only I think timely but interesting, and of course this one has a lot of relevance today. There are a lot of things going on in shark world that are making and improving Americans' lives.
Mr. Senator, you have achieved entertainment status for the United States Senate and also for Varney and Company, and we thank you deeply, sir. Thanks very much indeed for that hearing. Let's get serious. Kevin Brady, he wants a vote on a second round of tax cuts. He wants the vote in September, right before the November midterms. Are you deliberately setting a trap for the Democrats?
Well, we'll take a look at whatever the House sends us. Tax Reform 2.0, which Kevin Brady has talked about. I've chatted with him about it. I know that there's a lot of interest, and for sure, in making the individual tax rates permanent. That's something that should have been done in the last tax bill, but something the Democrats have been opposed to. So I guess my hope would be that we could get to a point where we make those cuts permanent, do some of the technical corrections that are necessary to last year's bill, do some retirement policy changes that would be good for retirees in this country and for workers. And those are the types of things that a Tax Reform 2.0 would include, and things that I hope we could get a vote on. But we have to have 60 votes in the Senate, as you know, to pass anything, Stuart, and I don't think Senator McConnell will bring a bill up that we don't think we can pass.
So this might not make it to the Senate?
Well, it depends entirely on if the House comes out and they have a good vote on it and there's some momentum and there's some interest among Democrats in passing something over here, then we're certainly willing to entertain it. I think the thing we don't want to do is give Senate Democrats in competitive states an opportunity to sort of get well on the tax issue right before the election, but not give us enough votes to pass it. If we can't get enough Democrats to get to 60 to get something that passes the Senate and we can put on the president's desk and get signed into law, I doubt that it would get taken up in the Senate. But we'll see. I mean,
it's such a shame that politics should interfere like this, because the measures that you've outlined, the measures that you support, are really very much, I would say, in the favor of middle America. It's a shame if you can't get it through, at least a vote.
Well, absolutely. It is in the interest of middle America. The individual tax rates need to be made permanent. We need that kind of certainty. And there are a lot of folks who, as they plan their futures, would like to know what the rules are going to be. And we need to make sure that we have taken the steps that are necessary to codify and make permanent all the individual tax changes that were passed in December of last year. So yes, you're absolutely right. It shouldn't be, politics should not enter into it. Unfortunately, oftentimes, particularly as we found in the current environment here, Democrats are very unwilling to help or work with us to do anything that might help Republicans, particularly with regard to last year's tax bill.
Senator John Thune, Republican, South Dakota, and the hearing on sharks today. Thanks very much for being with us. We do appreciate it, Senator.
Thank you. Thanks, Stuart.
Yes, sir.